to the bottom right. In the red. At least I think it's red. That overlay lets me know. Okay. That is
Ruin.
Ruin. Okay, so I had the overlay block and everything. Here's UngNim, of course, his teammate. Now to the top right, effOrt. Zerg player from CJ and his teammate, Terran player, Bbyong.
Bbyong.
Bbyong. It's all been made known now. So, let's see how this pans out, that is to say.
And how the players plan out.
Yeah, how did they plan it out?
Their strategies.
Let's find how they planned when they pan. Oh boy.
You're just in a rough spot here, Wolf. You're very sick. You're not feeling so well.
I'm I feel like, you know, I'm not at my 100% right now, but
You're gonna have to eat some SpaghettiOs.
I'm using 100% of what I have left. I need SpaghettiOs and meatballs. Don't dare say SpaghettiOs around me.
Plain SpaghettiOs.
No plain SpaghettiOs. By the way, during this downtime, I want to mention that you guys can follow Brendan on Twitter. He's very new to Twitter. Twitter ID is Brendan Valdez. And if you want to find out how to spell that, you can look at my Twitter Proxy Wolf and check the mentions and the retweets there. But very new to Twitter, not a lot of followers. Get out there and send them your support, send them your tweets.
Yep, I'm tweeting a lot more, or I'm trying to get into Twitter, so.
Yeah, it's so funny when we have conversations. You're like, the way you ask me questions about Twitter, you look like, you know, you're asking me questions like you're a grandpa trying to use a cell phone.
Yeah.
We have a hatchery actually on the outside here, by the way.
I'm not sure why he would do this. Do you have any idea what the idea behind this outside hatchery is when he has a perfectly good expansion in the base that he could more easily defend?
Here's my thought, and this is just simply looking at this in a hypothetical way. If his teammate, if Bbyong is able to defend, and he does get away with that hatchery, which will not be easy, if he gets away with it, then he's going to be able to have the third base up. They'll have 3 bases, and the third base comes up for free. And I don't know, it's definitely a big risk, but if it pays off, it pays off. We have another one of those proxy pylons, and I want to note that UngNim is going double Reaper here to be aggressive, so.
Yeah, he did throw down 2 of those barracks, getting 2 Reapers out at the same time. And actually, that is Bbyong is doing the same thing.
Yes.
2 Reapers at a time, whereas we have Ruin up there on the top. You guys just saw he is making that proxy Stargate. Probably going to be Oracles.
Yeah, I think so. Don't forget that there's an eBay coming up for Bbyong right now too, which I really, really like.
Yeah.
And if it does get spotted, actually, the Stargate will likely follow the same course. This is actually excellent right now.
This is huge for Bbyong. They see exactly that the proxy Stargate is going to go up. It looks like he's going to try to build another pylon there to at least get it, you know, let it stay up until it makes that Oracle.
This is actually going to be close. He kind of loses it. I don't think he's going to get it, actually.
Yeah, the probe is coming in here, but it immediately gets knocked down.
And he tries to buy time here with these Reapers. This is so smart. At least he can maybe counter the Reapers of his opponent and get that Oracle out. If the Oracle gets out, that's huge. But remember that eBay I was starting to talk about? The turret is already on the way, so the turret will at least buy him some time here. And there goes that Oracle. He can kill a pylon now. It's going to take a little bit longer.
Yeah, at the same time that missile turret is going up, 2 Spore Crawlers for effOrt are also going up. So that Oracle immediately spotted this proxy Stargate is not going to do much damage. Maybe able to take off a couple of SCVs here, but not much more.
It's all about the micro here. He's just trying to find that sweet spot where the turret can't hit him. And with a few kills there, it's really nice. Also, he can try to go for Marines that come out of the barracks because there's not a whole lot of anti-air. When you go for double Reaper like that, Oracles can kind of directly counter it. And the fact that Reapers just cannot shoot upwards. Whoa! Now he can't fight.
He just took a little too much damage from that missile turret there. Not able to stick around and take out those Marines. At the same time, effOrt sending a bunch of Zerglings to the base of UngNim. With a bunch of these Reapers there also, they're probably going to do a bunch of damage here. Also, already taking out a bunch of these SCVs.
Yep, so much damage being done here counter-wise by Bbyong. And the Lings come up to support as well. effOrt and Bbyong doing so much with this. And now they're going to kill some Harvesters in the main base. Oracle trying to come back and defend. He just doesn't have a lot of energy. In fact, I don't think he has enough. The repair here is extremely late, way too late. And now those Zerglings get into the main base. And here come the Reapers to support. This is a disaster for UngNim.
Yeah, the Oracle is here doing a bunch of damage to these Reapers, so they are going to have to go out, but already UngNim taking a bunch of damage to Zerglings here as well. still attacking. Already so many SCVs have gone down.
Yeah, and he's going to lose even more. The Oracle's damage was nothing compared to this. So when the Oracle comes back and has no potential for damage, it's just, I mean, he doesn't have energy. And back at home, remember what we were talking about with effort? He has the hatchery at the natural, and now he can take the backdoor expansion and get 3 bases up while his opponent, one of his Terran opponents, has nothing to fall back on.
Yeah, he has absolutely nothing. So many SCVs have already gone down. He has no expansion. And I have to say, you know, that expansion that effort did, it was basically, you know, Rune and UngNim did not do an aggressive enough attack to take it out. And they just, you know, they let it stay, which is basically what they had to do with the builds that they had, you know, going for the proxy Oracle. They're trying to do damage, you know, to the probes, or I should say the SCVs. And now effort looking really, really nice on the economy side. Going to be able to continue the aggression here.
Did you play a lot of 2v2 in the Wings of Liberty beta?
Not in the beta, no.
Okay, because in the beta I would play it a lot because my roommates got into StarCraft because of me, because I made them. And the whole that thought is we have even more SCVs going down because the Oracle's out of energy. He's like floating his buildings. That's how terrible of a place UngNim is in right now. But what we see from Ruin is the same type of strategy I used in 2v2 in Wings of Liberty, which is to basically just mass Void Rays because they're so strong. And if you can get away with an expansion, because he was harassing a little bit, but back at home, nothing was happening to him. The attack with the Speedlings and the Reapers was at Void Rays. So he's trying to get Void Rays up. And with Flux Veins in the beta, you could actually have Void Rays that were so fast. I remember David Kim, when he posted about why the Flux Veins were taken out, he said they were too strong in like team games, like 2v2s and 4v4s. Of course, they're not in Harvest form either, but Void Rays are really good. I just don't think one player with Void Rays is going to be able to fight 2 with, of course, Queens to back things up. So many Marines already out on the map, and Void Rays don't do bonus damage to Marines.
Yeah, and already UngNim just looking terribly, barely even has buildings in his main. He's floating the buildings over to his allies, so he's probably going to be taken out by these Marines before it even gets out of his base.
Yeah, I don't think he can repair that. He can't drop a mule either, so it's definitely going to go down. Goodbye, Orbital.
And it's all up to Rune now, basically. He does have that expansion. He was able to get it up pretty easily, like you said before. The aggression was not on his base, so he just said, okay, I'll build an expansion, why not? And now he had this double Scargate, has, I think, at least 4 or 6 Voiders right now, or maybe just 2.
Yeah, he could have had 4, you know, if he kept the production up. We've scrolled through a few tabs here, but I think he's now going to Oracles. He's got Colossi on the way, too. The production tab for UngNim just shows the tail of his relevance for the rest of this game. And by that I mean irrelevance.
Yeah.
The roaches here are already starting to do some damage on this base. He has sentries to slow this down, but what comes next, of course, is 4 reactors coming out. He's just trying to get a ton of bio out. Ruin is doing a lot of damage to effort's natural, and he never really saturated that 3rd base yet, so this is a little bit annoying and kind of scary. But as soon as the Bioforce comes over to help out, he should be okay.
Yeah, that is definitely annoying. Some Hydras also popping out, but those Marines of Bbyong were just not actually going to help out his ally. They're actually just going right to Ruin's base.
Yeah, the thing is, he knows he's already got the Terran player eliminated, so if he can actually just go to the heart and finish this off, that's all he needs to do. And with the Hydras coming out, like you said, and the Queens, Bbyong probably didn't even need to help effort out. Effort would eventually make it through. And now with all this army that he has, this massive force with good upgrades and even medevacs coming down, I don't see Ruin holding on to him very long.
Yeah, especially once he gets the medevacs out, he's going to have vision of the high ground. He even has it right now. He's going to be able to drop over past this ramp. He's not going to have to deal with this constant force fielding. The Colossi does pop out, is going to be pretty good against all those Marines, but it's only 1, doesn't have range.
And the thing is, don't forget that beyond all of this, they don't even have to kill him. They can actually just expand and then tech up further and continue to play a normal game if they can't get up there. They do have problems against the Colossus, but looks like they are going to break all the way in here at the cost of their whole army, but now they can just transition and maybe Colossus.
They might actually get the Colossus here. There's 2 Marines in there as well as 2 Roaches, maybe not able to get the Colossus, able to clean it up.
That Clutch Zealot comes in at the last second, and actually...
And now that the medevacs are out, he is able to drop here in the expansion of Ruin. A bunch of those probes actually went down, and now with no stalkers here to attack the medevac, he is going to boost and go to the main base, drop there as well. And now Ruin's not looking good as well.
Yeah, totally ignoring him here. Just getting probe after probe. The economy was already a travesty. Now it's looking comparable to the stock market in the 30s from the United States. It's we're in a Great Depression.
Pretty
here.
desolate.
You know, it's not looking good for Iron.
And
need
now
more than an incredible miracle to come back for this. Dancing Hydras in the main base, dancing the Marines. And it looks like we are going to have our finals. GG. CJ does advance to the finals, so really well played by them.
Yeah, I have to say, effOrt and Bbyong looking really good for the finals, at least for the 2v2. They looked really, really solid. They looked really good in their first game for the round of 8. They looked really solid here.
They're the best 2v2 team that we've seen this preseason. They definitely had the best builds, the best strategies. And the way that they dealt with the Oracle and how early he had that engineering bay to get the turret up, he was just ready.
Yeah.
And then when he realized that the Reapers were never going to do anything else but be harassment, he said, hey, effOrt, can you make some speedlings so we can go harass? And one of the big problems that we had for UngNim was he was never able to actually get that SCV over to repair the depoting time. If he holds the Lings out, maybe he can hold that base, but he just didn't. It was too slow.
Just maybe. I mean, at the same time, the Reapers were in the main harassing those SCVs at least. So very hard game there for Incredible Miracle. They do go down 0-2, and here we have our finals now. Generic Green Wings against CJ Entis.
This is going to be awesome. These two teams are so strong, and this already gives us kind of a good picture of what you could expect from some of these teams in the actual real season. We have 4 rounds, and all the teams are going to be playing each other so many different times, but this is kind of where the teams are at right now in this fun, lighthearted preseason. So we're going to have a break for the players to determine. We'll get you guys that information as soon as possible. We're going to have our grand final. Get on Twitter, spread the word. The Twitch stream here is SC2 Pro League. Get on Twitter and tweet at that, and we'll see you guys in just a few.